Hi, welcome to another episode of I Am Trans News. I am your hostess as always, Novana Veda, and today I'm going to just be reading an article for you about anti-trans violence on the rise in America. This article was posted on December 5th, 2021, and it is by the Moron? Okay, the Moron. Okay, it almost sounded like moron, but okay. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read some of this article. It says here, 2021 is on pace to be the deadliest year to date for transgendered Americans. 46 transgendered and gender nonconforming people have been killed in the United States, according to the Human Rights Campaign. Globally, 375 trans and gender diverse people have been killed so far this year, according to Trans Rights versus Transphobia, a European research project that annually monitors transgender killings, violence against Violence against the transgender community continues to steadily increase across the country, with the reported number of hate crimes against transgender people doubling from 2016 to 2020. The New Orleans Police Department is among multiple police forces in the nation that are working to create a support system for transgender communities amid the increase in violence. Officer Reese Harper, a trans man, is the NOPD LGBT department liaison. He said officers in the department reached out to the community in New Orleans to present themselves as queer allies. Harper said this department participates in pride events in the city to let New Orleans LGBT community know the department is there to offer support. Transgender people suffer from high suicide rates stemming from issues like unaffordable mental health care, a lack of education regarding their experiences, and a complicated history with law enforcement, according to the study conducted by the American Academy of Pediatrics. Half of the transgender surveyed reports that they are uncomfortable seeking police assistance, according to the data from the National Transgender Discrimination Survey conducted by the National Center of Transgender Equality. The study showed that more than 1/5 of transgender people who have interacted with police reported harassment, and 6% of transgender individuals reported that they experienced bias-motivated assaults by officers. After the Department of Justice launched an investigation into the police mistreatment of LGBT people by several law enforcement agencies across the country, including New Orleans, from 2012 to 2016, the awareness of the need for LGBT education and outreach programs with police departments became clear, according to the findings of the Department of Justice. Harper said that many of the ignorance in the community struggle. Harper said many are ignorant of the community struggles, and that education is a large part of the department's attempt to tackle mistrust from the LGBT community. NOPD hosted a class called LGBT Awareness for its new recruits and their in-service continued education program for officers. Okay, it says here the mission of this course is to promote fairness and impartiality within the department, Harper said. Okay, let's go ahead. Biases transgender people deal with in America include pronoun misuse, misgendering, and difficulty assessing legal and medical documents with the correct name and gender. Between 2016 and 2020, the number of reported hate crimes on the bias of gender identity across the United States went from 126 report claims to 266, according to the data taken from the FBI Crime Data Explorer. According to the Clinical Child Psychiatric and Psychological A peer-reviewed academic journal, the struggle of transgender Americans can degrade their self-worth and self-esteem. The American Academy of Pediatrics September 2018 study showed that transgender female to male adolescents reported the highest rate of attempted suicide at 50%. I did not know that, and I would have never guessed that trans men are more likely to commit suicide, or the adolescents are. Okay, it says here, while non-binary and transgendered male to female adolescents had a suicide rate of 41 and 30% respectively. These numbers are higher compared to cisgender female adolescents rate at 18% and cisgendered male adolescents at 10% regarding suicide attempts. The general population also plays a large role in the fight for transgender protect and equality. I think they meant protection and equality. Okay, it says here, music industry junior Teddy Tietze, Tietze, a transmuscular masculine non-binary student, said he dreams of a world where everyone respects each other regardless of gender identity or sexuality. Add race to that as well. Okay. So, I just wanted to fill in on this because, as you know, every time I talk about a trans woman or a trans man or non-gender conforming person being killed, they always add these statistics and numbers and stuff. They kind of go through that whole spiel. So I feel like it was necessary to just go through all of that by itself and show y'all the statistics of the hate crimes that have happened and how it has increased significantly since 2016. I'm actually going to be posting something that is quite disturbing after this video in the next videos that I post, one of the next videos that I post, unfortunately. So please let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Have you had to deal with hate crimes as a trans person? And what is your story? Okay. Please leave that in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you also subscribe. And as always, I am Novana Beta, and this is I Am Trans News.